Alright, in the first two videos for this lesson, we talked through circumference and circles and pi. And so we did some exploring, we found and did a couple examples, and now we're just going to wrap up with two more examples that are a little bit more word problem related, where we're going to have to really think about things and maybe draw a picture to help ourselves. So it says, Beverly would like to surround her circular pond with decorative rocks and needs to know how many to buy. The radius of the pond is 20 meters. What is the circumference? So again, we're going to draw a picture here. There's a little hint that says draw a picture. Here's her pond. And we know that the radius of the pond is 20 meters. She wants to put rocks all the way around this outer edge, so around the circumference. So we have to find the circumference in order to do this. So what do we know? Well, we know that the radius is 20 meters. And so the formula we're going to use, circumference equals 2 pi r. And now we're just going to plug in what we know. So we're going to do 2 times pi times the radius, which is 20. And if we wanted the exact answer, we would do 2 times 20, which is 40. Put that next to the pi number, or put that next to the pi symbol, so our exact answer is 40 pi meters. Again, we're just measuring a length when we talk about circumference. So 40 pi meters is our answer there. Or we can plug in our calculator for our estimated answer, 40 in the pi button, or 40 times 3 and 1400ths, 3.14. And both of those should give us, the calculator should spit out 125.6637061. When I look at my answer here, we're rounding to the nearest tenth. Whenever we're not sure right now, I just want you to round to the nearest tenth. So in this case, the 6 looks at the 6. This 6 tells this 6 to round up, and I get 125 7/10 meters for my estimated answer. So you can use that, or you can use 3.14 for pi as you need to. So what that means is that she's going to need rocks to go around her pond that can cover a length of about 125 7/10 meters. This next one is a little bit tougher. It says Matthew is building a circular outdoor play enclosure for his dog. He can afford to buy 50 feet of fencing. What will the diameter of the play area to the nearest, what will be the diameter of the play area to the nearest tenth of a foot? Hint, draw and label a picture, then write and solve the equation. So in this case, we've got a circular dog play yard here. And what we know is that he can afford 50 feet of fencing. The fencing is going to go around the outer edge, so the 50 feet is actually our circumference. And so I'm just going to kind of show that here with little arrows to show that my circumference is 50 feet. So we know that circumference equals 50 feet. We want to know the diameter, so the equation that we're going to use is C equals pi d. And then we're going to plug in what we know. So in this one, we're going to have to do some solving because my circumference is 50. That's equal to pi times d. D is what we're trying to find out. So to get d, or isolate d, to get d by itself, we're going to have to do the inverse of multiplying by pi, which is dividing by pi. In this case, we're only asked to give the estimated answer, so our exact answer would be 50 over pi, but our estimated answer, we'll use the pi button on our calculator, 50 divided by pi, or you could divide by 3.14. So I plugged this in on my calculator, and when I did that, I got 15.91549431. Rounded, we're going to round to the nearest tenth of a foot. So the 9 is in my tenths place. It looks one place to the right at the 1. The 1 tells it to stay the same. And so my rounded answer here is 15 9/10 feet for my diameter. So if he can afford 50 feet of fencing, then he can afford, he can have the diameter of that circle be 15 9/10 feet.